Justin Timberlake, Jessica Biel divorce update. We got to talk about this, but before we get into it, hello, my name is Sebastian and I spill pop culture tea videos every single day. So if you're looking for a new messy bestie, you have found me. You guys, welcome back to my channel. Me and my pimple cream, we welcome you with open arms. Also, I'm wearing the cutest little Rudolph the Red-Nosed freaking reindeer with glasses, and also it does music. Hang on, look, watch this, okay? And a happy new year. Thank you. All right, you guys, now that the cringe is over, oh my God. Oh God, I thought it was like a rat or some shit. Oh my Lord, it's just my rosary. Love you, Jesus. I love you, Jesus. Anyways, listen, you guys, before we get into the Justin Timberlake tea of it all, I do got a little update for you very quickly. The number one thing is I will be announcing the winners of my holiday giveaway the 20th of December. One winner gets a rare beauty product in the mail and a little something extra. One of my favorite lip glosses and lipsticks, plus a handwritten letter. 2 other winners will be getting handwritten letters sent by mail, and then 5 of you will get a Zoom call with yours truly. So stay tuned because I will be announcing the winners on the 20th of December. And also, best friend, just wanted to say thank you all. This is just a way for me to give back to you. It means the world to me. I wish I could do more. You guys know, but this is what I can do now, and hopefully in the future I can give you all amazing gifts. And then lastly, before we get into the Justin Timberlake tea, I have been requested to do an Amazon wish list, and I do have one, best friend, but please don't feel like you have to get me anything for Christmas. I really, seriously, do not need anything from you other than just your support on here. But if you did want to get me a little something, the link is in the description. All right, so Justin Timberlake. Now, you guys remember last week, or was it last week or the week before? I don't remember, girl. But the rumors of Justin Timberlake divorce happened. Do you guys remember this? That allegedly Jessica Biel, is it Alba or Biel? One of the Jessica's, girl, not Jessica Simpson, honey. Oh my God, did you see that she's back on tour? I gotta watch Jessica Simpson on tour because I'd love for her to sing I'm loving angels instead, and through it and do you guys remember, is this fish or chicken what I have? I know it says tuna, but it says chicken of the sea. Anyways, so do you guys remember that you know, the alleged divorce, and that Jessica Biel was, you know, kind of doing her own thing, and that she was kind of tired of Justin Timberlake allegedly, and that Justin was all about himself, and then she's been all about him for so many years, but now she wants to focus on herself, and that was causing a rift between them, and then this and that. Do you guys remember this? Okay, girl. Well, listen, best friend. Apparently, that shit is more false than... I wanted to say something shady, but it's a holiday season, so I'm trying to be a saint. But you know what, girl? That is faker than... You know what? I can't come up with something. You comment down below. I'm not going to hell. You go to hell, bitch. Well, comment down below, but that's faker than... Well, listen, best friend. You know, apparently, Justin Timberlake is... Now, take this with a grain of salt, but the streets are saying that allegedly he's actually very busy himself because him and NSYNC will be announcing a tour or a residency next year. Now, do you guys remember that last week it was also announced that Lance, let me see if I remember, Lance, Joey, Chris, and JC were planning a tour themselves, but that they were aiming for an arena tour because they knew that the 4 of them would not be able to get into a stadium tour. Well, apparently they've been offered a lot of money if the 5 of them would get together, and then Justin Timberlake did sign on, but it's not going to be for a while because he has to get his health in order. As you guys know, he is going through and battling Lyme disease right now, so he wants to get that under control and in order for him to be able to give his all on stage. So it's all in the planning right now, but allegedly, best friend, not to get you guys too excited, but the streets are saying that he has said yes finally, but just to give him some time until his body and his mind are, you know, ready and prepared to go. Now, with the divorce of it all, apparently he did get a little depressed after the Lyme disease and, you know, thinking that he was never going to tour again. He did write a very lengthy Instagram post, you know, basically saying he doesn't know when he's going to hit the stage again for a very long time. And that, I'm sure, as a performer and as a singer and as somebody who has done this for many, many years, that must be very difficult. And that was allegedly causing the rift between Jessica and Justin. But apparently they're really great together, that they've never been better, that, you know, she is doing her own thing, that she is becoming a more independent person, worrying more about her and her career, putting her career first, and that Justin Timberlake is, you know, handling his stuff and his health issues, but that they're very together. Although there's been plenty of rumors lately, especially in Dumois and in the other media outlets, that they're supposedly are still getting a divorce. So it's just very up and down. But the new one was that they were supposedly on the right track and that there was some kind of drama. You know, I will say this, Justin Timberlake, in my opinion, has always given me big ego, small dick attitude, okay? Let's just be so for real. It's just what I feel from him, especially after everything with Britney Spears and Janet Jackson. I've never really enjoyed him. I never thought that he was interesting. I've always thought he was a Temu version of Michael Jackson. That's just what I think about him. But And I will say I've also been really annoyed at the fact that he hasn't been able to do an NSYNC reunion, especially so many years that the Backstreet Boys have never stopped being together. Well, there was that one time when Kevin left the Backstreet Boys. You guys remember this, that he left the group for a little bit, but then of course he came back, and they've been touring nonstop ever since. So I just think that for the rest of the guys like Lance and Joey and JC and Chris, seeing the Backstreet Boys be so successful, doing residencies, doing concerts worldwide, performing in huge arenas and stadiums, at award shows, getting you know, all their flowers, and them just kind of still, because of one member of the group, only wanting to focus on his, you know, solo career. And that is very annoying, because if it was not for NSYNC, you would not be anywhere. If it wasn't for Michael Jackson, NSYNC, or Britney Spears, you would really not have the career you did. Okay, that's just the truth. Is he talented? Sure. But he's had a lot of inspiration and a lot of scandal to get him through the days. And so, yeah, I just feel that, you know, combining the Britney, Janet, and, you know, the NSYNC of it all, he's just never been my cup of tea. But now that he's battling Lyme disease, of course I wish him well, and I want him to be fine. And I want, especially because he has children, you know, he has children that are counting on him. And also, I know how amazingly ecstatic the fans would be if he got up there on stage with NSYNC. And I would even be excited, because there are some songs I love of NSYNC. Am I gonna go? No, girl. Okay, I'm saving my money for the Spice Girls tour. But I think that, you know, he just needs to get in order. There's been plenty of people who have Lyme disease who do treat it and are able to get back out there. So I think it's just gonna take a little time, but I am happy to know that supposedly, allegedly, the doors are open for a reunion, because I do think it would be a humongous thing, and I do think that they could sell out stadiums. I really, truly do. I think that they're going to have to kind of play it around, you know, maybe perform like at the iHeart Radio Awards, then maybe do like a jingle ball, like kind of like test the waters, and then maybe announce like a Vegas thing for, like, you know, at the Sphere. And then after the Sphere, I would probably announce the stadium tour, because obviously when you plan a tour, you have to rent out these arenas or the stadiums, and you have to get that money back, right? Because obviously that's an investment in every stage, every arena. It's an investment, whoever is sponsoring your tour. So you got to pay that back with the ticket sales, right? You do get a percentage of it, obviously, but a lot of that money goes to investors. And so they want to make sure you could actually fill those seats. You know, that's why for like J-Lo, God bless her heart, like they're like, now it's like, I read somewhere it was like a 2-for-1 type thing, you know? So you just never know. And so they have to test the waters first. They can't just announce a stadium tour, because if they just announce a stadium tour, I don't know how successful it will be immediately. So they got to test the waters, but he has to get his health in order. So the latest is no divorce, NSYNC reunion happening, but he just got to get his health in order. What do you guys think about it? I think it's pretty positive news, in my opinion. You know, I do think it's pretty positive for all the Justin and NSYNC fans out there. And for all the 90s fans, I'm sure you guys would be very excited about it. Now, the Spice Girls, they did do a stadium tour in 2018, but only in Europe. And they sold out in seconds. I mean, but I do believe the Spice Girls have a bigger impact than NSYNC. That's just what I think. But what do you all think? Let me know in the comments. I love you all so much for watching. I'm so grateful and thankful for each and every one of you. And I'll see you on the next one. Mwah. Bye.